Dilianu, and today I'm going to show you how to make your own silly shark. So here's an example that I made a few years ago. In my last class, my students painted papers. So we have a blue and a gray. Okay. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to take our blue paper and put it to the side. So let's put that somewhere else so it's not in the way. And now what we'll do is turn over our white paper. I'm sorry, our gray paper. See, it's gray. And what I'm going to do is on the back of it, I'm going to draw a large arch. Okay, so you want to make this really big. I'm using my pencil. If you did it small by accident, you can use the eraser and make it really large. But I want you to notice how large mine is. Once you have that, you're going to go ahead and cut it out. So I'm going to go do that really fast. I'm going to cut it out. And there we have it. I have this extra paper. I'm going to throw that out because that is garbage. So I'm going to take a quick second and throw away my garbage. And now I'm left with this shape. And what do you think this is for? That's right. It's for our shark. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue it to the bottom of my blue paper. Hopefully you can see that well. Hopefully the colors are really clear for you. So what I'm going to do is flip over my gray sheet. And I'm going to put glue just really along the outside. I couldn't put some in the inside too, but really the outside edge is the most important part. Cap up my glue. I don't want it to dry out. I'm going to place it down to the very bottom of the page. That's important. And I go tap, tap, tap. Hold my hands down on it. Great. Next step, in the center of your table, you're going to see all these different strips that look like this. And what do you think they're for? That's right, they're for the ocean. And you need to have 3 light blue and 3 dark blue. There should be enough that there's more than enough at each table, okay? So go ahead, you're gonna grab 3 light blue and 3 dark blue and just put it near you. And if you don't have enough, just let me know. I'll come and help you out. And if your table has more than you need, you can also give to tables that don't have enough if that happens. Now, once we have that, we're going to start. It doesn't matter which one you start with, but we're going to do a pattern. Now, my students who are doing this are kindergartners, but this could be done with a lot of different age groups, but they're just learning about this stuff. So a pattern is when the thing alternates, okay, or it repeats itself. So if I started with light blue, then my next wave is going to be what? That's right, it's going to be dark blue. Now, my glue isn't really sticking. That's okay. So now I'm going to do dark blue. Now, I want to make sure that when I put this, it matches up like that. I don't want it like this. I want it like that. So what I'm going to do is measure it first, and then I'm going to place it. What's the next one? That's right. It's going to be light blue. Who said that? So here we are. I'm gluing along, and hopefully you're working along with me. Now, I know you're wondering about this bottom part here. So at this point, I can go put some glue down there, and I'm going to put a dark blue. I'll put a dark blue strip. Or if you started with light blue, if you started with dark blue, then you'll put light blue down there. But yeah, that kind of solves that, right? Now I need another dark blue for up here. Now I don't want this to get too high. I've had students go way too high in the past, and it ends up covering the shark's head. So we don't want to do that, okay? Also, another thing that I'm doing that maybe you notice is I'm layering. So layering means that I'm not just placing it anywhere, I'm placing it so it goes a little bit on top of the paper before. So that's called layering. All right, and I have my very last one, which is light blue, and I'm going to go ahead and layer that on as well. So the layering is very important. So again, we don't just like place it with space in between. We are going to layer. And I give it a nice pat, 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 just like that. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to make your mouth. Okay. Now, I'm sure you all noticed you all have a black square. It's not a square, it's a rectangle, just like this. And I want to show you some different shapes. Okay. I'm going to show you first the cereal bowl. This is the cereal bowl shape. So it looks just like a cereal bowl. So I'll show you that one first, and then I'll show you some other options. So a cereal bowl is going to look like this. Now I want you to notice how I took up the entire shape, the whole space of the page when I did that. So if I want to do a cereal bowl, I can have it right side up or upside down. Okay, so this would be right side up, and this would be upside down. So you can decide. Another shape that really works well is an oval or a circle. So I'll show you that really quick. So could also do an oval. Now you're only going to be making one. So this is just to help give you options. So an oval could be like this. Could also be like that. Like, oh no, help me, help me. Okay, so you guys get to decide the shape. Could also do a circle. I'm not going to show that. I think I am going to do this oval. It's kind of funny, don't you think? All right, once I have that glued down, I'm on to my eyes. All right, which are going to be these two white circles. Oh, it looks like I have three. They can come off the head if you want, or you can fit them more inside of the head. Okay, and this is where we can kind of get creative. You're going to see that there's little black circles at your table. You might need to kind of go like this to them to make them come apart. They might be all stuck together. Now I'll just show you some options. Whoa, he looks really surprised, right? Or maybe he's like this, right? Or maybe he has googly eyes. You get to decide. So hopefully you take a minute here and you decide what it is you want to do. And there's just one more step. You probably figured it out by now. But our last step is going to be making our teeth. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show you how to do that. Now the teeth might be the hardest thing that we do today. All right. So there's your warning. The teeth are a little bit difficult, but they don't have to be. So for the teeth, what I need to do is grab my white sheet of paper. It looks like this. And what I'm going to do is draw some triangles. Well, actually, they're not even triangles. These are just like the letter V. Okay? And once I have that, I can actually make a line going on top. So see if you can do that really quick. So I'll show that once again for you because I know I went really fast. So it looks like this. It's almost like a zigzag. I'm not going the full length of the paper, okay, because the teeth will be too big to fit. So I'm going to do that first, and then I'm going to make this line kind of connecting it. Check it out. Once I have that, I'm going to cut it. All right, and I'm going to just cut on my lines. Watch your fingers, please. Now, today, I'm probably going to have a big talk with my students about scissor safety. We always talk about scissor safety in here. So some scissor safety things would be if you don't have to walk with your scissors, then don't. Leave them down. But when you have to walk with them, always grab them by the metal, always. Okay, so that's my expectation. We never run with scissors in here, okay? We always are very careful with scissors. We're never wild with them, opening and shutting them. Let me show you, like we never go like this. So if I see anyone doing that, I'm gonna take the scissors away from them, all right? So that's my little scissor safety briefing. So now, here's what I'm gonna do. I am going to do this an easy way. Watch. I'm going to put glue on the outside of the mouth. Okay? So that's how you're going to do this part. You're not going to glue each tooth individually because you'll be here till tomorrow. And now the glue is already there. And we're going to line the mouth with teeth. So this is a really fun step. And you can put as many teeth as you like. You can also cut out more teeth, so you have this whole thing here. I mean, you could also make more teeth if you feel you don't have enough. Okay. And once we get all of this together, I'm going to hand out oil pastels to my students to color all different fun details, all the things that you can think of. But here we are basically finished at this step. So I'm going to say goodbye to you guys. Goodbye and have fun.